think you are.
Oh?
I just got word that one of the big shots is coming here within the next week. You've been selected to work with him on a project. I guess a local cellular isn't good enough for the job. His comrade will contact you when he's ready. That's all.
Got your message. He's here somewhere. Just start driving out. He'll show himself when he wants to.
With your friend?
I've been told to look out for a VIC sometime this week.
A very important comrade. You know who he is?
No, I don't know anything except I'm to work with him on a project. Comrade Baker's soring a boil that he wasn't assigned to it, so apparently it's something big.
Good. Just keep on being a fair-haired boy, Herb. It pays off.
Yeah. Such easy work, too. All you need is a strong stomach. Well, I better be going. Any instructions?
You better not contact me for a while. Let's find out what this is about first. Good luck.
Morning, boss.
Morning, Carol. Anything important?
Mr. Hurley wants you to buzz him. Your mail's all laid out, no messages.
Okay, thanks. Morning, Mr. Hurley. You want to see me?
Oh, good morning, Herb. You busy?
Oh, nothing. I can't wait. You want me to come in?
No, we'll come to your office.
Okay. If only your family and your work could be your whole life. What must it be to live like other men do?
Herb Philbrick, Jonathan Robinson.
No, how do you do, Mr. Robinson?
I've just heard a lot of good things about you. According to your boss here, you're an advertising genius.
Hey, don't quote me, Jonathan, or you'll be asking for a raise. Jonathan's a new client of ours, Herb. You're going to be his account executive.
Well, great. I'll only be here for a week or two, so we'll probably be working night and day.
What kind of business is it?
Oh, importing things, cameras, novelties, toy. Hey, I've got to get going. I'm expecting some transatlantic calls at my hotel. Look, I'm going to be tied up the rest of the day, but could you meet me at my hotel about 8 o'clock tonight? I'll outline the whole deal.
Sure thing. I'll be there.
Thanks a lot. Well, I'm sure it's going to work out fine. I'm sure we'll get along okay. Thank you very much for your help, sir.
Hello, Herb. Hello, John.
Come in.
I thought perhaps you might want to go over some of these mailing ideas.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary. I think I have all the information we'll require. Comrade Herb.
Comrade?
That's right. I'm your contact.
Oh, I expected someone older. Different. I'd have sworn you were just a businessman.
Well, after all, communism is a business, isn't it? Just like anything else. Sit down. And when a firm wants to introduce a new product, they use advertising as a means to stimulate consumer interest, don't they?
When you say new product, you mean pamphlets?
Pamphlets? You know the kind of people you attract with pamphlets? Crackpots, malcontents, the lunatic fringe. No, Herb, we want the kids. The future generations of solid citizens, and we're going to get them. Oh, it's a long-range project, but we'll sell them.
You're going to sell them communism?
Communism is an intangible. I'm speaking of a tangible product. You expecting someone?
No.
Steiger.
John, my dear friend, you are surprised.
Surprised and delighted. Come in.
My apologies, friend John. I didn't know you had a visitor.
Why, you couldn't have come at a better time. I want you two to meet each other. May I present Mr. Philbrick, a devoted and valuable member of the party.
How do you do?
And this is Mr. Steiger, an old friend of the party. And an even older friend of mine. Well, let's sit down, gentlemen. Well, I didn't expect you until next week.
I am the bearer of good news. The shipment has arrived. I am ready anytime you are.
Wonderful. Now we can get started creating consumer interest.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will. What do you know about opium derivatives?
Well, only that they're narcotics.
Expensive narcotics, Mr. Philbrick, and exceedingly difficult to smuggle into this country. The same with most opium derivatives. I say most, not all. My company has discovered a derivative that is neither expensive nor too difficult to import, and it is highly potent.
Now do you understand, Herb? The party has control of a narcotic that's not only cheap, but effective. Do you know what this means? This is our product, comrade. This is our weapon, our ally, our gimmick for the youth of America. Our friend Steiger here has delivered the first shipment. From now on, you and I take over. But we can go into all that tomorrow. You can go now, comrade.
Oh. Good night. Good night, Mr. Steiger.
Mr. Philbrick?
You're lucky, Herb. You're in at the start of what might well be the most important project we've ever undertaken.
Night. They actually smiled while they talked about it. You can't contact Dressler. Get off your report. He'll know how to stop them. Business as usual while we get our narcotics ring set up. Only you can't work. Did Dressler get your report? The least he can do is get in touch with you.
Can we talk here?
Oh, yes. Pull up a chair.
Okay. This is the start of the catalog. Now, nothing can be done about the other thing until we get this squared away. We're going to use the imports.
Oh.
Well, each article is going to mean something. For example, this page here, the toys.
Yeah? Guns, bicycles, sewing kits. Part of a code?
I'll be the only one who needs to know that, Herb. What I want from you is the right kind of copy to make it seem legitimate. You know, descriptions and so forth. I'll take care of the prices.
Excuse me. Hello?
Hello, Herb. This is Jonas of the Acme Company. We've had to make some changes in our radio commercial. Could you come over and help us?
A client wants me to call on him right away. We going to be working most of the afternoon?
All day, and probably most of the night.
Well, this comes first. I'm sorry, Mr. Jonas. I'm tied up now and probably most of the night. How about first thing in the morning? All right, fine. I'll meet you at the station. Goodbye.
Now, let's get started.
Jerry.
Hello, Herb.
Sorry I couldn't get by yesterday. We've been working all night. We just finished. I'm bushed.
Sit down.
Yeah.
What goes on?
We're working on some kind of catalog, Jerry. I don't know in what way, but it's going to be the key to this whole narcotic situation. The pushers, the locations, the organization, the works.
Party code?
No. No, it's in some kind of code, all right, but I can't make head nor tail of it. I tried to sneak it out for you to have a quick look-see, but Comrade John guards it with his life.
Well, the next time you see it, try to memorize as much of it as possible. Our cryptographers might be able to work it out.
Yeah. Now, what about that report I sent you? You got John and Steiger tailed, huh? When are you going to pick them up?
They're not going to be tailed, Herb. We're not going to pick them up.
You're kidding.
No.
For heaven's sakes, Jerry, don't you understand what this is all about? This is no little local party project like stealing the plans for the city sewer system.
Sit down and take it easy.
Well,
I know how you feel, Herb, and you're perfectly right. There's nothing lower, nothing dirtier than selling narcotics to kids. I know that. But you know also that we're not going to just stand by and do nothing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have blown up. I know the FBI. What have you got in mind?
Two things. We've got to get a hold of the key to decipher that catalog. And we've got to get at least a sample of those narcotics so we'll know what we're dealing with.
Yeah. I still don't see why you at least can't have them tailed.
We can't do anything that will scare them off, Herb. This plan of theirs has been in the works for over a year. It's the biggest plan that the American branch of the party has ever attempted.
We bide our time until we can knock off the whole bunch at once, huh?
That's the idea. We want all of them, Herb. From John and Steiger right on down to the last corner pusher. And we want them with evidence that will stand up in court.
Okay, what do you want from me?
Just continue the way you're going. You couldn't be in a better spot. Well, you do look tired, Herb. You better go home and get some sleep.
Sleep? Comrade Robinson doesn't know the meaning of the word. He's probably at the office right now again. I don't know how he does it.
See you, Herb.
So long. Morning, Carol.
Morning.
Mr. Robinson called yet?
Better than that. He's in your office waiting for you.
Yeah?
I couldn't wait for you, Herb. I'm putting the finishing touches on this catalog myself.
Well,
And it seems the party feels this project's gotten a little too big for you, Herb. Your part in this is over.
but I'll do anything to help.
There's nothing I can do about it, Herb. It's out of my hands. The plan's all set up and ready to go. Perhaps we'll have a chance to work together again sometime.
What happened, Philbrick? What did you do? Have they found out how you really stand? He's leaving now, Jerry. I'm out of it. Yeah, he says the plan's all set up and ready to roll. I don't know what to do.
Well, don't try to follow him. Get back to work and forget about it. It's just one of those things.
Right. Get back to work, Dressler says. Forget about it. Sure, Philbrick. Just forget that a new narcotic is on its way to 1 million American kids. Forget what's in store for them once they start taking this stuff and then find out they can't stop.
Mr. Philbrick?
Hold everything, Carol. I'm going to go home.
But he says it's important. It's Mr. Robinson.
John Robinson?
Yes, sir.
Hello, John.
I'm glad I caught you, Herb. There's been a slight change in my plans. There's going to be a meeting at Baker's place. I want you to be there.
What time?
Well, I'm leaving my hotel in about 5 minutes. I'll be waiting on the corner. Pick me up.
Be there right away, John.
There's one more thing. I left a briefcase at the airport. It's under my name at the overseas desk. Have Carol pick it up and drop it off for me at Baker's. Now, we're going to make a stop en route, so she'll be there before us. It's important.
I'll have her take care of it right away. You've got a reprieve. There's still a chance to learn something. The briefcase. Maybe Dressler can pick it up. No, you can't take chances now. You better do as John said. Carol, I want you to do something for me.
Yes, sir?
Grab a cab and go over to the airport. There's a briefcase waiting at the overseas desk for Mr. Robinson. Now, I want you to pick it up and deliver it to a Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker, at the Bug House on the amusement pier.
The Bug House?
Yeah, it's kind of an advertising stunt. Just leave it there for Mr. Robinson. Now, I've got to go out. Hurry, will you, Carol? It's very important.
I want to stop off and say goodbye to Steiger. It's right on the way.
Okay.
What are you doing here?
I'm on my way to Baker's. They've got something bigger for me. I'm leaving town, so I wanted to say goodbye and make sure you kept in touch with me. What's so funny?
They have something bigger for you. Is that what you said?
What's the matter with you?
For a wise man, friend Jonathan, you are a complete fool about many things. The party is dispensing with your services.
Why, that's not true.
Oh, but it is. In the past few days, they have discovered things about you.
What? No.
They called me last night. I was informed that you no longer have the power to negotiate for them. You know what that means.
Please, talk to them. We're friends, you and I, Steiger. They'll listen to you.
Jonathan, what can I do? You must understand I can't afford to antagonize such good customers.
My briefcase. I had it sent over to Baker's place. I've got to get it.
You'd better hurry before the cell leader gets word from the party.
I've got to get out of town.
You'd better get your briefcase first, friend John. You won't get far without it.
Look, you can help me so I don't have to go back for it. Please. I beg you.
Get out of here, you fool.
Please.
I'm giving you a break, friend John. By all rights, I shall tell them you are here.
Please, don't call them. I'll go. Please. I'll go. Please.
Baker's now?
Yes. Come on, we've got to hurry.
Okay.
I want you to do me a favor. I'll stay here in the car. You get my briefcase and bring it to me.
Well, what about the meeting?
We'll make it later. Don't ask questions and do as I say. I want my briefcase.
Okay, comrade. All set for the meeting. Only something's gone wrong. John's scared about something. What's in that briefcase?
Where's Robbins?
In my car. He wants his briefcase.
Yeah. I guess he does. Get him. Take Lee along. I'll stay here with Philbrick.
What's this all about?
I think you've already got a good idea, comrade. The party's found out you've taken a liking to your narcotics. You're an addict. The party wants some information, Robbins. What's the key to the catalog, the code?
You think I'm completely crazy? You'd kill me the minute I told you.
Don't be silly. They just told me to get the key to the catalog, the code. They don't care how. Give it to me, then you can go.
What about my briefcase?
I've got your briefcase right here. I'll give it to you now. It's yours. I want some information, Robinson. Give it to me, and you can go out of here with your briefcase. Nobody will touch you. I give you my word.
You should feel sorry for him. But how can you?
We can wait as long as you can, John. Only, we'll be a lot more comfortable.
You know, Baker, I've misjudged you. The party's got a good man. One would hardly expect subtlety from a man of your type.
Thanks.
And to prove to you that I think you're a man of your word, And also because I have no choice. Take out a pencil.
Now you're being smart. Go ahead.
Okay. It's the different articles. The toys.
What about them?
The first toy on each page. Take the number of letters on the first line of description. Add 3. That'll give you the line number and the page number, listing the pusher's location.
Yeah, then what?
Then take all the prices on the same page, add them up, and deduct 3. And you've got the line number and the page number giving the pusher's name. That's it.
Of course, this is the truth.
Wouldn't be much sense lying, would there, comrade? I wouldn't get very far.
Come on, Philbrick. Get rid of this. Toss it into the ocean. And then get out of here. Go on. Make sure nobody sees you.
This is part of what Dressler wanted. If there were only some way you could make a switch. But you can't. He'll be watching you every inch of the way. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. There was nothing else you could do. No other way out. Dressler.
It's okay, Herb. We've got the whole lot covered. We took your advice after you called and followed John. You got anything?
Yeah. I got the key to the code. Memorize it fast, Jerry.
Go ahead.
You take the first toy on each page. Take the total number of letters in the first line of description and add 3. That'll give you the page and line number of the pusher's location.
I got it. Go on.
Then you take all the prices on that page, add them together, and deduct 3. That'll give you the page and line number of the pusher's name.
That's all.
Yeah. I had the evidence for you. I had it right in my hands, but I had to throw it in the ocean. Baker was watching.
So was I, Herb. But the main thing, though, is the catalog. We picked it up out of John's luggage in the hotel and made a copy of it. It's back in the hotel now.
Sure wish I could have hung on to that briefcase for you.
Of course, it would have helped. But with the key to the code, we'll be able to keep ahead of them and pick them up one by one, from Steiger all the way down.
Gosh, when I think of what could have happened. What kind of people are they, Jerry? What do they want?
The world.
Yeah. That's all they want, the world.
Better get some sleep. And Herb, thanks.
Joint efforts of the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Narcotics, and a counter-spy, the communist plan for a nationwide narcotics ring was crushed and definite steps taken to prevent further recurrence. Next week, we'll bring you another story from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick. The kind of story that could only be told by a man who for 9 fantastic years served as a counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation.